on 21st March. So I'm dedicating this poem. So the poem goes like this. Poetry is not culmination of words for me. Poetry is emotions, feelings, expressed in lyrical rhythmic form. Poetry is affection and attachment, which is always stored in hard drive. Poetry makes me feel the moments of life. Poetry never fails to bring a smile. Poetry is an expression. Poetry understands the expression of pen. Poetry is that music which understands the strings of my heart. For me, poetry is my canvas on which I paint my expressions in the form of worldly art. I don't know whether poetry loves me or not, but I love poetry from heart. So on this World Poetry Day, I would like to say, poetry, my love for you is not limited for today. Poetry, I love you each and every day. Poetry, it's your day. So I would like to wish you Happy World Poetry Day in advance, which is on 21st March. You are the reason I connect with myself, humming songs of my love for you every day. And I would like to dedicate one more poem. So, it's not only poets who write poetry. We all write our tales of emotions, experiences, feelings felt deep in the heart. We find the miniature of those inscriptions in people's stories and sometimes find them in the depth of words, which gives us a glimpse of their untold stories. If those touch the rhythm of our heart, they become lines of poetry. A writer is one who is in love, not necessarily with the person, but who often falls in love with the depthness of emotions, who feels liberated when his thoughts finds expression, who has lived those lines described in poetry and aspires to live those lines, who is either attached or is trying to detach oneself from those situations, emotions felt, or just aspires to be part of an imaginative world, hypothetical situations, carving out words, and from that world carves one's own imagination. We all are poets. It's just that some are willing to recite those lines, some try to stay mum and quiet, some leave incomplete spaces to be filled by others to complete their sentences. They have lived those incomplete sentences, but want people to fill in the blanks, like a tributary searching to align with the river bank. Some complete their lines, as they might have received a closure, so are now clear with their thoughts of their mind, or they had just desires to rhyme. They all are poets who never wrote a poem, but wrote their experiences, which became a beautiful poem. Every individual is a poet. It's just that some are aware, some are trying to explore their mind and heart, which says, you all are poets. Just keep writing what your heart says. You all are wonderful poems. Just keep rhyming what your heart echoes and pen your lyrical lines.